guess we should start by telling them that we're Cypress.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, we're Cypress, and this is Bad Sushi.
Love is unexplainable, but it works, so we do it anyway. We're uncontainable, yeah. So we're running away with you. By my side, I'm unstoppable. So take my hand and never let go. Pull me in, feel my breath on your skin. We are the end of something that we never wanted to begin in the first place. So sing to me at the top of your lungs and make it clear from the tip of your tongue, child. Yeah. Well, this is my love. I won't leave it unsung. I don't want to love someone else. No, it's you, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you. It's just you're undeniable, turning heads in shopping malls, recital halls. I've seen them all, but nothing flawless like. And your energy, well, you made some enemies, but a friend of me, your end of me. I can't believe it's true, and I don't wanna go on the phone when I'm home or alone on the road. So maybe you'll stay with me, maybe make a name with me, or from one knee I beg and plead, you'll take my name to go. Pull me in, feel my breath on your skin, child. We are the end of something that we never wanted to begin in the first place. So sing to me at the top of your lungs and make it clear with the tip of your tongue, child. Yeah. Well, this is my love. I won't leave it unsung. I don't want to love someone else. No, it's you, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you. It's just you. You're all I see when I close my eyes in a world that's so wrong. Darling, you're all this right. So you're all this right now, baby. Sing to me at the top of your lungs and make it clear with the tip of your tongue, child. Yeah. Well, this is my love. I won't leave it unsung. I don't want to love someone else. No, it's you, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you, and it's you. It's just
So we should probably mention why it's called.
Why
that
called
song
Bad
is-
Sushi?
Yeah.
Since it's not really a lyric
Yeah.
in the song.
So it was our first Valentine's Day after we started dating, and I decided to take Cierra, my wife, to my favorite spot in the world, which is Seneca Rocks. And we were taking our drive up there, and there's a lot of signs on the way up, and she never realized where we were going. And I think it's because she was sick with meningitis,
Yeah.
right? We found out she had meningitis.
We didn't know
after
it
we
at the
got back.
time, or I probably wouldn't have
And she
climbed
had
to
a
the top.
temperature of 125.
Shut
Just kidding. It was 104 when we got back home. But we got to the mountain, and she realized where we were, and she made the entire hike with a temperature of 104 and meningitis full in her system. And but at the base of the mountain, I don't know anything about sushi,
But
and
it's
it's
my
her favorite food.
Yeah.
And I tried to surprise her with like a nice sushi date at a picnic table at the bottom of the mountain, and I bought some really crappy
It was
sushi.
so gross.
But she ate it anyway.
I ate the whole thing.
But at the bottom of the mountain, I gave her this picnic, and I played her this song that I'd written for her. And that was our first Valentine's date together. And that's why it's called Bad Sushi.
We're kind of like a Nickel Creek Johann Sebastian Bach fusion cover band, which is like abnormal, but I mean, that's just what we love. Like, we love old time, we love like old hymns and stuff.
And
but
then
I
we
mean,
go like really old time.
yeah, but we
like
also
1600s.
That's true, yeah. And then we do covers of new songs and stuff. So I mean,
People tell me I look like Post Malone if he took a bath, so I don't know if that counts. but he's going to see that one day.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
We love you.
Mm-hmm.
Post Malone.
I'm going as him for Halloween this
You're
year.
welcome to come do a collaboration with us.
Yes.
This is Jaybird. They're green, greener than the skies, bluer still than boundless bladed grass beneath. Oh, they're green, greener than the streams, darling, bluer than the wavering seaweed. And I'm wondering why, oh why do I see nothing when I look into those eyes? I'm wondering why, oh why do you hide behind your own blue-green disguise? And the rain is falling on the road, rustic riverside shops high with their doors closed, and the trembling hands of ghosts. They once searched for love but hid when they were close. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And I'm wondering why, oh why do I see nothing when I look into those eyes? I'm wondering why, oh darling, why do you hide behind your own blue-green disguise? And it must get lonely there when you're wondering if he knows or if he cares. Behind your walls, breathing in your sacred air. Let it go and find the phantom fellow there. Wondering why, oh why do I see nothing when I look into those eyes? I'm wondering why, oh darling, why do you hide behind your own blue-green disguise?
that no one knows where they go or where we'll be when these doors close. And the cold, cold that's in your toes, 'cause love can only grow implanted in a soul, and love can only grow with courage to be sown.
2016, we all started at Marshall. Zach started part 2 at Marshall that year, and we were all music majors. So we had music theory 1 together, which is like what they kind of try to weed people out with and stuff. And we just like jammed in a practice room, and I was just thinking about this, like we would like play music, but we had to be really quiet so our professors wouldn't hear us playing like peasant music, because they're like, I don't hear you playing Dvorak. What are you doing? And so we were so afraid. Like when we would share our Facebook page, we would deselect like all of our professors
Like
so they
make it
wouldn't hear
private.
us. I think they're okay with what we
Yeah, they're
a lot
cool
of them
now.
love it now.
Yeah.
They're normal people.
They're
I
some of
guess.
our big fans now, some of
Yeah.
them.
So we've known each other since 2016, and then we, in 2018, played a worship competition. It's kind of like American Idol, but
Who can worship God the best?
yeah, yeah. And we got second place,
That was bad.
but from then on, it was kind of, we were a band, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it started. Yeah.
And then we got married.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
all of us like collectively, but just us two. So being in West Virginia and having lived there all my life, coal has been a big part of my life, and I know that's kind of an industry that's like dying out now, but my dad was actually a coal miner growing up, and so it really took a toll on him, you know, like his physical health, spent hours away from, you know, his family, working lots, and you know, he worked for Massey, so obviously that's not a thing anymore, thankfully, but but he's, you know, he's back home now and he's doing better, but this one is just, you know, it's about him, it's about my memories of him as a little girl and growing up and seeing him come out on the other side, and just like what that industry kind of did to us and our family, the goods and the bads.
All right. What do you call it?
Made of coal.
Made of coal.
Coal is how you got your family food. The coal is why your family never did see you. Just like all
I am from Kansas, which is like you step outside and you can see for like 800 miles. So living in West Virginia was like definitely a huge culture shock for me. And like in my mind, when I think of coal miners, that's like a movie in black and white. And then like for my friend to be like, yeah, my dad mined coal like when I was alive, is like that isn't what I always thought of. So like I think making music is a great way to help people that don't live in this area like understand like what is it like here. And so I love that song because of it, and it's good songwriting.
We're all very devout Christians, and that's a big part of our lives. And we like for it to come through in our music. Some songs, I mean, like the last one, we don't gear everything towards that. But when your life is built around that, your music is going to show it. And this song is not a strictly religious song, but it is about running from temptation, and that's where this came from. It's called Ashes.
Sway like a branch in the breeze. The way you move it almost brings me to my knees. Gets me fired up. You get me fired up. The way your hair seems to shimmer in the moon gets me hotter than the summer sun in June. Gets me fired up. You get me fired up. And this is where I draw the line. I can't make this woman mine. No, no, no. She's the devil in disguise. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I'd better close my eyes before I meet him now.
it's such a vulnerable thing to like create something and then put it out there for the world to see. We've been together for like 3.5 years, and like I just started playing my songs for him. So yeah, it's tough, but you just gotta keep doing it, and you gotta like not worry about, you know, tailoring your sound to fit a certain genre. Just like be you and like pour your heart out, because that's what it's all about.
I think the openness of it and the scariness of it is part of the beauty of singer-songwriter music too, because like it's really intimate between the singer-songwriter and whoever they're playing the song for.
Yeah.
And I think one observation of both of your songwriting is that like we kind of have some training and stuff, but my favorite songs are the ones where I'm like, why did you put this chord here? You're like, I have literally no clue. And so like it's not about how much you know. Like I'm pretty musical. I cannot write music. Like I can't do it very well. It's not about how much you know. It's just like about being real and authentic. And like so much music today is kind of manufactured. It is what it is. But like, man, when you see someone like a Tyler Childers or an Ed Sheeran, and you're like, hey, I actually believe what that person is singing. Like people want to listen to that. And so that's my perspective from a muggle who can't write music. But like those are the songs I love the most, are the ones where it's like, yeah, I actually believe what you're saying. So
End it on a sea shanty.
one more, yeah. You
Yeah.
want-
Leave her, Johnny.
This has kind of become a Cypress tradition. It's how we say
That's how
goodbye.
we close everything now. This is Leave Her, Johnny. It's a very old sea shanty. I don't know when it's from or where it exactly came from, but I first heard it.
It's like
The
a
sea, yes.
Irish maritime.
Yeah, I first heard it by one of my favorite Irish bands, the High Kings.
I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. It's a long, hard pull to the next payday, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds won't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.
Well, the skipper was bad, but the mate was worse. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. He'll blow you down with a pike and a curse, and it's time for us to leave her.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds won't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, pull you lubbers, or you'll get no pay. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, pull you lubbers, and then belay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds won't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Well, now it's time to say goodbye. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Them pilings, they is a drawing nigh, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done, and the winds won't blow,